Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how we sew this beautiful corset top. So it is a continuation of the last video where we learned how to cut it. So guys, let's get right into the video. So as you can see, I've gone ahead to use my pattern paper to cut my actual fabric. So this is what we have. Now I went ahead to add half-inch allowance on this part where I'll be attaching my cup. Then on the length as well, I went ahead to add 1 inch allowance because I'll be using a lining piece for this. So I don't want to sew on the hem, so I want it to actually be inside. So for this as well, this is the back piece. As you can see, I went ahead to open it up because I did not do that on the pattern paper. So now I added allowance on the top of this and then on the bottom part of this as well. Then as you can see as well, I've gone ahead to iron my stay on both the front and on the back. So go ahead and do the same thing for yours as well, guys. Then we're going to be working on the dart of this. Keep in mind that while drafting this pattern, we used our nipple to nipple, which is 8 inches divided by 2 for our dart measurement. So now I'm going to be notching on this part in order for me to transfer my dart on the main fabric. So I'm going to be notching this on all parts where I need this dart. So guys, this is me trying to just basically show you a way to notch this so you won't get confused. But whichever way you find right for you to notch, please go ahead and notch that part. Then I'll go ahead and do this for the back. Keep in mind that it is actually from the zipper part, so I'm going to as well mark from the bodies of this as well for the back and notch that part from the zipper as well. So guys, this is what we have. So we'll go ahead now and work on the dart for both our front piece and our back piece. So guys, this is what I have after I was done with the dart. As you can see, it looks beautiful. I've gone ahead to load my half-inch dart on both sides, and I've gone ahead to do the same for the back piece as well. Then after I was done with that, I went ahead to give this a good press. So go ahead and iron this out, guys, so it comes out looking neat like this. I've gone ahead to do the same thing I did for the front piece on the back as well, which is my lining piece. So I'm gonna need to hold my dart on it as well, both for the front piece of the lining and the back piece of the lining. So whatever we do for the front, we're going to be doing the same for the back. Now we'll be using these bias to design it and create the bony casing for our corset. So this is me basically trying to create a channel for my bony casing. So this actually depends on you. You can give it whatever design you want. So I just wanted to take some basic design before later I decided to spice it up a bit. So you go ahead and do the same for yours, and you can have other ideas that you may want to use for yours as well, which is totally fine. So I wanted to give it something else. So this is me trying out another way in which I want my bony to sit. Actually think the more channel you have for your bone, the more beautiful it looks. So guys, you want to be careful while fixing your bias for your bony. Make sure it is as neat as possible. Then we're going to be sewing on both sides of the bias in order to secure it down for our bony to enter. So this is me basically showing you how to go about the bony, the bias as well. So place it on it like this, then go ahead and use your office pin to hold this together in order for you to get the desired result. So now after we are done pinning this down, we're going to take this to the sewing machine and work on this. Please work on all channels so they see what you have as well. So guys, this is what it looks like after I was done creating my bony channels. So as you can see, I decided to keep this design. I hope yours is also looking great. So this is how it looks, guys. Then our body will be going in, but before we go ahead and fix our body, let's work on our cup, guys. So as you can see, this is how it looks like with the cup on it, but we need to cover this cup up. So guys, this is the cup we're working with. So this is me basically showing you how to fold your cup. So go ahead and fold your cup like this, guys. So after you are done folding your cup like this, you're going to be holding a dart on this cup in order to make it firm, because like I said earlier, this cup is a cup of 40 is a cup of 40, pardon me. So this cup is a cup of size 40. So the bone circumference I'm working with for this is actually 88. So I'm going to go ahead and to fold this into two because I want this cup to be reduced. So I'm going to hold a dart of half inch on this. So I'm going to mark that out. And the length of this dart will be 2.5. I don't want this to be too long. So you can use 2, you can use 2.5, depends on you. But it shouldn't exceed 2.5. So I'm going to connect from that half inch to the 2.5 I measured earlier slightly. So now I'll take this to the sewing machine and sew. So that is how it should look like when you are going to do yours as well. So sew on that line as well. So this is what I have after I was done sewing. As you can see, the cup has reduced in size and I've gone ahead to trim off the excess I have. So this is basically me trying to cover the cup. Please check on our short tutorials for how to cover your cups, guys. So I actually decided not to use the stay on this because I wanted this fabric to actually cover firmly. So because this fabric is a stretchy fabric, so if you're not using a stretchy fabric, you can go ahead to iron a stay on yours. So this is what I have after I was done. Then I decided to sew it round. As you can see, I went ahead to sew it to secure it down properly. So now I'm going to go ahead to trim off all excess I have. So guys, please take your time to do this because we don't want to cut our cup. So take your time to do this. Cut gently on. Make sure you cut off all excess. It is actually better for us to have excess than for the fabric not to cover the cup properly. So go ahead and cut this out. So guys, after cutting this out, go ahead and remove your fixed pin because leaving this there can actually be helpful when you put it on, if you eventually forget it on it. So guys, make sure you get out all pieces of this. So guys, this is what I have for the cup after I'm done. Then as you can see, this is what the second cup looks like as well. So now we'll be working on the float. So this is how my cup looks without attaching it on the front borders. As you can see, it looks beautiful even without attaching it yet. So guys, now we're going to go ahead to attach our cup to this. But before we go ahead and do that, this is the lining piece for this. I've gone ahead to put in my cup for this as well. Then I told you I wanted to use the lining piece to actually pull off the excess of this fabric up. So I went ahead to remove half inch, 1 inch rather, on my lining in order for me to effectively pull this up. So guys, I'm going to be placing my cup now. We're going to make sure our cup is stained this way. Then we'll go ahead to use our affix pin to hold this down gently. So guys, please be careful while doing this. Make sure the cups is well aligned. So guys, after you are done pinning the 2 cups, you can take this to your sewing machine and sew the cups down. So this is what I have after I'm done placing my cup. As you can see, the top already looks so beautiful. Now I'm going to be fixing in my bony casing, my bony channel rather. So this is my bony. I went ahead to remove 1 inch from the length of my bony because, like I said, I'm going to be using the lining piece for this. So the 1 inch I removed from my lining, I went ahead to remove it from the bony as well. So as you can see, this is what I have. So now I'll go ahead and fix my bony. Please guys, make sure you take your time while doing this. And then this is the direction in which my bony is facing. Please guys, do not make any mistake while fixing your bony. Make sure it is facing the same direction and make sure it is giving you this kind of shape while you are fixing it, so that you won't have to loosen up your whole sewing after. Please guys, also be patient while fixing in your bony because it can really be stressful at times. So this is me fixing in the second bony. Now we're working on the third bony now. So this actually depends on how many channels you created for your bony. So if you have 3 channels, then that means yours should have ended by now. But I went ahead to create more channels. So the more channels you create, the more bony you'll be needing for this. So go ahead and fix your bony. Whatever design you want your bony channel to be. So go ahead and fix this. This particular one is actually proving me to be stubborn. This is why I actually say you should take your time to fixing this, so that you won't have to come back and start having issues with the bony. So guys, finally this is the last bony case. So I have all my bonies sitting properly now. Now I'll go ahead to use my steam iron to iron this flat. So you can see the direction in which this is facing. So make sure you have the same as well.
Press it.
So guys, this is what it looks like after I'm done pressing this thing. As you can see, it actually looks better. So that's why I say you should go ahead and press yours as well. So please go ahead and do that. So this is what you have after you're done. Then like I said, I've gone ahead to fold my cup and my lining piece. So now I'm going to be sewing this down using half an inch. I'll make sure both edge of this are equal on the bottom part. Then I'll pull this up and then use it to turn the upper part of this. Then I'll seal on one side and leave one side in order for me to be able to flip this over to the right side. So this is what I was trying to say earlier. So I've gone ahead to sew on one side, as you can see. Then I went ahead to sew on all the tops roundly. Then I left this part opened. So this part I opened up is going to be for me to be able to flip this to the other side. So I'm going to be removing my pins from this. Then I'm going to gently flip this over. This you have to be patient while doing this, guys. So take your time and make sure you don't ruin the bony. So we want to fold this out from this space we have left. So guys, this is what I have after I'm done flipping it up. So now I'll make sure I pull out all folded parts. Then I'll go ahead as well to iron this out. Make sure I don't have the lining piece showing on all parts of this, especially on the top area. Then the sides in which I turn this cloth from, I'm going to be stitching it down in a way that it will not be showing. So go ahead and do same for yours. So guys, this is what I was talking about in the allowance I talked about earlier. So this is what we have. So after I'm done ironing this, you will see how it looks, guys. Then for the other side I talked about earlier, we're going to fold it in like this, so that it still looks neat after we are done. So this is what you're going to have after you are done with that. So guys, this is what we had. Now as you can see, it looks beautiful. Still I haven't ironed that part out. I just wanted you to see how it looks like after I was done stitching on that side. So this is what I have, and then this is what the back looks like, guys. So I'm gonna ahead to turn this part as well using my lining. Then I went ahead to use my pin to hold down my zipper allowance in order for the front and the back piece to be equal. So now this is the zip I'll be using, guys. So I didn't have a short zip that will actually go with this top, so I wanted to use this for the purpose of this tutorial. So now I'll go ahead to give this a good press as well. So guys, this is what I have after I was done. I went ahead to sew on both sides, as you can see. Then I went ahead to use my measurement, and I went ahead to fix in my zipper for this. So if you find this tutorial helpful, please stay tuned for more videos. And please remember to like, comment and subscribe to this channel, as we'll be bringing you more videos on the basic things you need